Donald Trump wants NBC to lose its license to broadcast. Now, last week, there was a story that was reported by NBC that said Rex Tillerson, Secretary of State, called Donald Trump a moron. It's funny. And he said he called him a moron doing a nuclear, because he said Trump suggested that America need to increase its nuclear arsenal tenfold. In a recent interview, he talked about competing against Tillerson in an IQ test. So the moron thing got to Trump, and Trump didn't like that. So Trump sent out a tweet today. He said, "Fake news. NBC News made up a story that I wanted a tenfold increase in our U.S. arsenal. Pure fiction, made to demean NBC equals CNN." Then he sent out, with all the fake news coming out of NBC and the networks, at what point is it appropriate to challenge their license? Bad for country. Trump, do you really want to talk about what's bad for country? You going after the NFL is bad for country. Bad for country. You dropping bombs at a rate that far surpasses Obama, bad for country. A lot of things are bad for country, sir. So anyway, back to this story. Back to this. Look, I'm against censorship of any kind. I'm against, punching down that we see a lot of. I'm against all of this garbage that's going on in our mainstream and our corporate media. That's what happens. We get a lot of that on Twitter, on social media networks. We're suffering that here on YouTube. Anyone who calls themselves an independent media person, they should be against what Donald Trump is suggesting, unless, of course, you just want to champion for Trump instead of champion for justice, unless you want to champion for Trump instead of champion for even your own best interest, which is we don't want anyone censoring anyone. Donald Trump, if he has a problem with NBC or any other network, and he has a story that he doesn't like, he needs to do what he always has done, which is take them to court and sue them. Trump is the most litigious president in history. He likes taking people to court. Won't he take NBC to court and sue them? That's how you do it. That's how you play this. But you do not talk about sicking an arm, the FCC, onto NBC. That's not what you do. It's a horrible suggestion. It's a horrible implication, a horrible precedent. Now, when people made comments about Trump being a fascist, I tried to ignore it. Thought it was sensationalism, a narrative painted by corporate media. But when he does stuff like this, no one made him make that tweet. That was his suggestion. That's what he did. He wants to pull the ability for them to broadcast away. As an independent media person, I found that highly suspect and also most disgusting. I would like more people to join me in this. You are watching this. Don't you think they want to censor me being able to speak freely, being able to tell you truth, to unspin the spin? They want me to shut up. They want us all to shut up. We have to keep going. So Trump cannot silence anyone. What should happen is people stop watching MSNBC if they feel it's not accurate. They should stop watching CNN. But it's not as if Fox News and Breitbart don't report inaccurate stories. They do. They will. Go after them all or shut up. I'm Tim Black. I support the NFL protest because I believe that police brutality should end in this country. Period.